Okay, so this video will be an explanation of problem number 17 in sections 1112 in the MyOpenMath. We want to find the value of k that makes the linear system consistent. And of course, as we're learning, it's much easier if we represent the system of equations as a matrix. So the first column will be the coefficients of the first variable, the 1, the -2, and the -3. The second column will be the coefficients of the second variable, -4, 1, 5. And then I always draw a line when I'm doing an augmented matrix. And the third column will be the constants on the right-hand side of the equations. So this matrix represents the system of equations. And we can row reduce to make an equivalent system of equations that's easier to interpret. So our first pivot is that 1 in the upper left corner. So we have the 1, -4, -1 stays the same. And here's our bar. And then we would like to put a 0 where that -2 is. So we're going to do 2 times row 1 added to row 2. 2 plus -2, -8 plus 1, -2 plus k, which I'm going to write as k minus 2. And then this was a -3, so we're going to do 3 times row 1 added to this third row, row 3. So 3 plus -3, -12 plus 5, and we immediately notice that the -7 is the same there. That's interesting. And then 3 times -1. -3 plus 4 is 1. And we actually could interpret what we have at this point, but we'll go ahead and finish by adding the opposite of row 2 to row 3. So we're going to keep row 1. We're going to keep row 2. And row 3, we're going to say negative row 2 added to row 3. So the opposite of -7 is 7. 7 plus -7 is 0. Opposite of k minus 2, -k plus 2 plus 1. -k plus 2 plus 1. -k plus 3. And now we know that the bottom row is an equation like this. 0 times x1 plus 0 times x2 equals -k plus 3. Well, the whole left-hand side is 0, and so -k plus 3 has to equal 0. If I add k to each side, I get k equals 3. And that's the k value that will make the system consistent. We always are going to need to have a 0 on the right-hand side of that bar if our left-hand side is a whole row of zeros. So there you go. I hope this helps.